And the ball should be directly across from your chest, center, and your weight is leaning forward. Toes turned toward the target. Yeah, so I want both feet turned inward. Here's another example. You see how his feet are turned toward the target, inward there. Feet are close together. This triangle formed between the arms and the shoulders. Going to turn back and turn through. And when you hit the ball, you want the shaft. The trick is you want the handle of the club and the club head to move together. So this part of the club and this part are moving together. You don't want that. You don't want your left wrist to bend. You can see how his left wrist stays very, very flat there. Here's another example of a lady, Cheyenne Woods. She's got the ball. You can see if we draw a line across, pretty much right in the center. Not a lot of wrists, right? It's just the right arm bends a little, but there's not a lot of wrist break. So this is like a 20-yard shot, Kathleen, and then as she comes through, there's that straight line. Notice how she keeps that straight line. And then she's going to come through, brush the grass. Notice that triangle. Back. Notice how the center of her chest moves with the end of the club. So it's all one unit. As if you were going to turn and hand me something, that's the feeling. You turn back and turn through. Not a lot of movement there. Alright, bunker shot. You're going to squat down. So you get squat down low, knees over toes. A lot of knee flex and a lot of wide stance. His feet are pointed to the left because he's open the face. So for example, if you open the club face 20 degrees, you got to open your stance 20 degrees to offset that.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Because if you set up square, parallel, and you open the face is going to be pointing over there. Now when he goes back, he's cocking his wrists pretty quick. Now what he did, you're going to start with the face open. So in the bunker, you notice how our club face is open there. So what you're going to do is you start by opening the face first and then taking your grip.
Okay.
So you open it and then place your hands on the club. You can see how wide she is there. And the ball is going to be a little forward of center. You're trying to hit about 3 inches behind the ball. When she comes through, notice the club face here doesn't rotate. So when it comes through, it's coming through like that.
Okay.
So the palm stays up. You don't want to let that thing turn over. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And you'll see that here with this dude over here. See the club face there. Notice,
This way?
yeah, he's hitting it out this way.
Okay.
Yeah, and see the club face is open.
Yep.
Alright, here's a down the line view. Ball's a little forward of center here because he's trying to hit the ball. Not trying to hit the ball, he's trying to hit the sand. The weight stays pretty much on the left foot. You're not transferring a lot of weight there. Here's another chip. Feet together now. This is about a 20-yard carry in the air. Watch the left arm. See how that left arm's nice and straight, connected to the chest, and that left wrist is flat. So when you're coming through like that. Right. Yep. There's a chipping action where her feet are close together. The left foot's just a little behind the right. That's called an open stance. When your left foot's a little behind your right, that's called an open stance.
Okay. Can you use that?
For short game.
Okay.
The left foot's always going to be pulled back a couple, 3 inches. And then she's going to take it back. If we put the club down here, club should go back pretty parallel. Notice the club doesn't rotate when she comes through. It's pretty much just chest. You're not doing a whole lot of wrists or anything. All right. I don't want to give you too much information, but you can see his feet are turned. Both feet are turned toward the target. The left foot's behind the right. And that's so your weight stays on your front foot. And you're just going to turn your chest back and turn through. Get the power from your upper body.
Their knees aren't very bent.
Now, here's another example. Notice how the handle's in front of the club head. That handle's always leading a trailing club head. And then you see the straight line with a nice flat wrist. You can see how her arms are very straight there, right? Through the ball, both arms are fairly extended.